Welcome to the 5-Minute Salute. I'm your host, Chris Budihas, and this segment's brought to you by Operation Barnabas. I'm fortunate enough today to have Troy Bridgeforth from Reville Rice. Welcome, Troy.
Thank you, Chris.
Yeah,
it's a pleasure
thanks
to
for
be
being here. Yeah, it's nice to meet you. So, tell me about where you're from, what you do in the military, and what are you doing now? They bring you on this journey to Reville Rice.
Yeah, Chris, I was born in Alabama, fifth-generation farmer.
Okay.
In the Huntsville area.
Okay.
So we grow corn, wheat, soybeans, and cotton. And then I joined the military right out of high school.
Okay.
Went into the Navy as a electronics technician. Served in San Diego.
Okay.
And eventually my military career ended. I went into engineering. And
where did you go when you came out of the military? Where did you work for?
Oh, I worked for the Space Warfare Center. It was a small company there doing satellite communications and electronics developing systems.
And along that journey, you got to where you're at now. What did that look like?
Well, it's I'm freezing up a little bit here because it's a little bit difficult, Chris. I was separated from the military against my will. It was a medical separation because of all the injuries I had gotten, which eventually made me a veteran in crisis. Right, I had some trouble, and fortunately, there was programs there to help me get back on my feet and where I am today.
That's great.
Right? So. Eventually, all that what I learned in those programs is that you have to go back to your roots in order to reestablish yourself, who you were before you got into the military. So that led me back to agriculture.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah.
And we had the fortunate ability to be in the rice business now.
Yeah.
And it was just the perfect symmetry for me to start Reville Rice, which is a veteran-owned rice brand.
Yeah.
I feel that most Americans eat rice, and most Americans are patriotic.
Right.
And if we have the support of the public on this brand, it allows me to have resources to invest in those programs that helped me when I needed it most.
Okay, that's great. So Reville Rice, how did you come about rice? Because you said fourth generation, family, and so you went from corn, soybeans into rice. Like, how did you make that jump?
Well, it was interesting, Chris. We were in Alabama, and because I had such a technical background, and because farming is getting harder and harder for private farmers, we had to get into the high-tech farming space. Okay. And because that equipment was so much more expensive, we needed to increase our footprint. Okay. We needed to find an area that was similar to Alabama, but slightly different, so that we could transport our equipment back and forth. Okay. Essentially, we landed in Arkansas. Yeah. Just turns out Arkansas is the #1 rice producing state in the country.
I did not know that. Right. Yeah, I told you off camera. I thought it was like Louisiana, Right. So,
but few people know that. But anyway, we were there, and because we were good stewards in the community, the opportunity to buy a rice mill came available, and we were fortunate enough to take that opportunity.
That's great. And so your timeline. So Reville Rice came about when?
We started Reville Rice earlier this year, but the rice mill has been functioning and USDA certified, safe quality food certified since 2021.
Wow. And what kind of results are you seeing with your customers? You getting return customers, I'd imagine, and how are you getting the word out about the company? Because I know there's a lot of big companies in this space. Yes, sir. So how are you kind of getting that word out and getting more customers?
Well, the larger rice mill itself, we have some reference customers out there that are from national brands that everybody knows. Yeah. I won't say them because I'm on camera, but we've really grown the industrial rice first. This will be our first foray into a consumer packaged good that goes on the shelf. Yeah. And so we're looking forward to launching that and putting it in front of the retailers and making sure that the nation knows all about it. Yeah. Of course, we're available to follow and learn more about our product on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn. Okay. We also have a Kickstarter campaign that's out right now. Okay.
So how do folks out in across the nation, find you?
Yes, sir. Our handle on all social media and Kickstarter is Reville Rice. Reville Rice. So if you just Google Reville Rice Kickstarter or go to any of the social media channels and put in Reville Rice, you'll find us right away.
Okay. Yes, and still trying to get into the big box stores right now, or have you guys got product placement in there yet?
We don't have any product on the shelves right now, Chris, but we're looking forward to it.
No doubt. It sounds like a great opportunity.
Yes, sir.
What kind of tools did you learn in the military you're applying now with Reville Rice?
Well, leadership, of course, accountability, communication, And then just being a veteran, I put those values into this brand, just being honorable, having integrity, and then also having a connection to the land. I think that's a big part of what this brand is about.
That's gigantic. You definitely lived the American dream. Now look at you, you got your own company, and no doubt there's good things for Reville Rice in the future. Hey folks, today's segment is brought to you by Operation Barnabas. I want to thank Troy for coming here today. Take a look at Reville Rice. Go on Google, look them up. You want to support not only an American company, but an American veteran-owned company. Please take a look, and if you're one of those big box stores out there and you're looking to support American and veteran-owned companies, take a look at Reville and reach out to Troy. We'll see you at the next segment. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you, Chris.
Operation Barnabas is a veterans ministry, started in 2017 with the purpose of helping our veterans that kind of got left behind.
These people went over and went to war for us, and a lot of their friends didn't come back, and that's a lot of the stuff that we as veterans deal with is there's a lot of people that didn't make it back, and then it's like, why are we here? So and then they isolate.
And they've struggled with addictions, PTSD, suicidal thoughts, those kind of things, helping them get whole again through one-to-one mentorship.
So being able to communicate with them and help them can drastically change their life, can drastically change a family's life. The little that we can do is put our hand out and say, hey, do you want a hand up? Like, we're not giving a hand out. Do you want a hand up? And just be able to be there with them and do life with them and just be able to help them, because, man, they put their life on the line for you and me.